Welcome to the ZED101 podcast, where we discuss all things Zambia. We discuss everything from politics to the economy, to agriculture, to entertainment, to going to welcome the president with a fleet of ministers, going to waste our petrol, everything we discuss. I'm not alone. As you know, I'm with my ever so ravishing Malema Tama Fuchs.
How do what?
Malema Tanya Fuchs.
Hey babe, how you doing?
I'm good.
You look stunning today. You look good last time as well.
You know, it's the first time I look better than you without the lipstick.
100%.
You want sola popoka?
I can lend you some.
Yeah. You know, my constitution violation about
Violation?
my constitution, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, even our guests will tell you that
gay men have no problem with lip gloss. You know, just rock it, babe. Just go with it.
No, you need to be careful with that stuff. Remember last time you almost sealed your lips with that nonsense that you put. It looks very colorful and nice, but it was deadly. You could have like, I want to say something, but you know,
but so why are you looking so good?
Because we decided to dress up for our guest. This is a very special man. I will tell you how I know him.
Okay.
His young brother and I used to play table tennis together at Zambia Sports Club. Zambia State Insurance Sports Club. Way back. Before, you know, in the counter days. When we had one party participatory democracy.
The party of this government.
Yes. Card carrying member. Nama vigilante. So we'd wear my tiny ass shorts, you know, you know, it was really good. We used to play table tennis. We had a coach called Mr. Kasama.
You had short shorts for table tennis?
Yeah, whatever we used to wear then, we can't wear now. But that's the main reason I decided to dress up. So that in Gabamuchama review, if he forgets what to say or he runs out of what to say, he'll be like, hello, Tanda, As you can see, you are the podcaster. She was dressed up like my young brother. So that's how I know him. And I figured, well, since we're discussing something very special, we should dress up. 100%. And that is why you said, green. Popopo, you even bought new shoes?
Oh my God, I need to show the shoes. Yes.
You want to show the shoes?
I have to show the shoes, but it's a bit of an effort, so like...
Don't go so fast.
Dun, 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 dun. Look at those. Oh no, those are not mine. Wait.
Whose shoes are you showing?
Oh no, these are clogs, mate.
These are very comfortable
I've got clogs on.
Look at these sexy babies. All this.
For who?
For Simon.
That's pretty. Those glass shoes look beautiful.
They're just for you.
Yeah, thank you.
Two Cinderella shoes, Fidia.
Cinderella shoes, indeed.
Right.
Indeed.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Lovely
Thank you
to have you.
Thank you for having me. I'm very excited to be here, and let me tell you why. I manifested this. I did. The very first of all, I must tell you, you two sound like a pair of stand-up comedians. Honestly, really. You guys are absolutely clinically insane. Certifiable.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Certified.
I know the bad one anyway.
Yeah, I love it. And,
I just tag along.
Absolutely. First time I saw your show, I was drawn to it because I think you guys had a different style of conversation. And I remember thinking, I'd love to be on that show. And here we are. I got a call from you guys, and I came running, and I said yes immediately, and it's a pleasure.
Oh, you really did say yes, and I was like, can we cancel, please? I actually don't want him anymore.
He was excited.
Really?
Come on.
He's
too keen. We don't want keen people.
Yeah, we don't want keen people.
Come on.
Eager. He's too eager.
Make me fight for it.
Yes. No, I came running.
So I told my daughter, Mwewa. Mwewa is your niece's friend, Mkuka.
Yes.
Yo. Daddy, please, as soon as you upload it, even the behind the scenes, send them to me. I want to see what's going on.
Thank you.
And you know what? He's so funny. She reminded me of, meaning you being funny, she reminded me of the one you were interviewing, a guy who got dumped by his girlfriend.
Yeah.
And he's like, anyway, I'm going to buy Chawama and eat it. Chawama and chips.
Yeah, sure.
Like, Daddy, I'm so glad you chose to speak with him.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, good. So this morning, her and Mkuka were talking. I'm like, we'll do it. He's on his way.
Wonderful.
Yeah,
No,
he's on his bicycle. He's coming.
Because I was late. And thank you for your patience.
Yeah.
Yes.
That one I can't forgive.
You can't forgive. Because it's so Zambian. It's a Zambian thing.
We need to stop this Zambian thing.
You have to stop it.
Accent, Kenu, I'm like, Ava, on time. It's wrong. So wrong.
Way off.
I can't.
When he's dealing with his people without the camera, that's what we're dealing with in the morning. Yes. But yeah.
So what is this episode about? Why do we think he's the perfect guest for this episode?
So the main reason we decided to have him to qualify what we're going to talk about is because of the events of the last few weeks. But it's not just because of the last few weeks. We've noticed that Zambian influencers, to a large extent, take the public for a ride. They will always come with the funny accents and start telling you, no, you should do this and that because of whatnot and whatnot. And then I also get calls like, I can be a brand ambassador because I can do this for a show. And I'm like, do you know what it means to be a brand ambassador? What would you do that we can't do? So we thought because of the events that have happened and they've culminated into a very big blowout.
Sorry, what events? See?
What events? You see,
the events.
Problem. Problem.
Simon, you are not on
Now,
his side.
careful. Her and I were from the same region.
Okay.
So we're going to gang up against you.
So, problem yabantu abakulwapula. Abana kashi. Not abaume. Is that better?
Yeah.
Yeah, so there was a sex scandal, sex leak, and also the fact that other influencers in the past have had that Ponzi scheme, promoting Ponzi schemes which have affected a lot of people. People have lost money because of them being influenced by certain people saying, no, if you sign up for this, you're going to make money and whatnot. It crumbles, and they're the first people to say, I also lost money. So we thought that sex issue and the Ponzi scheme breakdown will be best discussed with none other than SNL TV. That is why he's here. But also because he's a brother and he's doing a very good job in a very hostile environment.
And to that point, because you have experienced the hostility within the social media space, you know, like there's a lot of people who experience the nice things, but, you know, not so many people make it through the hostility. So we felt like you were like the right person to speak on this.
Well, thank you for your confidence in me.
I know you'll disappoint us just now.
I love it. I know you're going to disappoint us. It's all going to come crumbling down.
Exactly. You weren't here on time, you know. No.
It's all down here from here.
Exactly.
So,
but what's the title of this episode?
So, it's a play on scammer and influencers. So we call it Scamfluencers.
Which I found, when she first mentioned that to me, I laughed so hard because it is so accurate.
Yes.
It really is. Scamfluencers.
Scamfluencers.
The people that portray a certain lifestyle that is not real. It's bereft from reality.
100%. 100%.
I
love one. Chanda, even I'm going to have to level up my English.
Well, the good thing is, the accent you have.
Oh no,
it's like when a pickup truck and then I'm the one sitting in the back.
No, you're part of the deal.
It's not even a double cab. And I'm like, yeah, they are speaking English.
No, you're part of the whole deal.
I am the Jalita Mlenga English.
You guys are stand-up comedians. I'm
not even wondering if we're going to get through this
episode. I'm telling you.
Yeah. So I wanted to read a few things about the episode. Just a paragraph.
Get us started.
So in this episode titled Scamfluencers of Zambia, we are discussing, Scamfluencers of Zambia as in leaked tapes, fake wealth, and broken bank accounts. We unravel the tactics used by influencers who manipulate digital platforms to deceive, scam, and mislead the public. This is willful and intentional misleading of the public because they've been paid to be the face of a certain operation or even an event which you know is going to be a dud. And of course, we will also explore the blurred lines between online persona and reality, highlighting the consequences for unsuspecting followers and the broader Zambian society. That's the Scamfluencer episode. You want to add something?
No. Let's dive into the first side. What's the first thing we want to look at?
So, we're going to talk about Mwaka's leaked tape. The Zambian Twitter said that we are all thinking about it. We all do it. I simply don't do that nonsense.
You don't do what?
If you never done that Zambian Twitter, playing, recording, and then boom, exposing that nonsense. So, Mwaka's video is the least shocking thing, according to my script. What's shocking is how all influencers suddenly travel weekly without real jobs. And they are right, because let's keep it real. We all know Dubai trips don't come from Zambian brand deals.
Can I just say, Simon, I haven't seen your Dubai trip. Why have you not been on a Dubai trip?
Well, I haven't been to Dubai in a long time, but if and when I
your social media.
Well, if and when I go, I will post that. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You see, the problem is he did not leak the tape when he was being stoned. When he was stoned, Philae would have been, "Mother, they are stoning me." But
well, I've got a story to tell you about that.
Good. Yeah, so basically, we all know in reality that these trips are funded by somebody.
Can we put some context to this first? Let's just go back a little bit.
Yeah, you can do a real one.
Yeah. So everyone in Zambia, unless you're under a rock, knows that there were these tapes that were released. A sex tape of Mwaka giving fellatio to somebody.
Explain fellatio.
Do you really want me to go there?
You have to break it down.
Yeah, as the man who knows English, you explain.
Well, for our audience, because
You
there are people who kubanda masoko roma shungu.
Google it. Google it.
So just break it down.
Fellatio is when... No, I can't.
It's oral sex. Can you not say oral sex?
Is watching
You
this.
can. I was going to be a little bit more detailed.
She was going to go deep.
Really?
She's ninja like that.
Right. Yeah, I know. Well, that's oral sex, isn't it?
Oh, thank God.
Yes. So this tape came out, and I guess it was initially we just heard an audio, then there was video footage, and then from there we started to see it unravel, and people have been arrested. And I think where we are today, there's been 3 arrests. Yeah. So the reason that we want to talk about this is more not about the tape per se or the release of that, but why do these people come forward and act like their lives are perfect on social media, but actually there's another story that's happening there behind it. So in terms of the Dubai trips, what we're trying to say is you have people who maybe, let's be honest about Zambia, there's not a lot of wealthy people in Zambia.
No.
You can be not wealthy, but a lot of social media followers. But people know you, and they know, like, she still lives with her mother, this girl, you know? She doesn't have a lot of money. Maybe you do have a job or whatever, right? But now you're doing these trips. How are these trips being funded? Where's this money coming from? And sometimes the viewers, because we want to really push across this, the viewers are so innocent when they watch some of these tapes. They think, Dubai.
No, the worst thing is, and you agree with me, is ule bako ngomu no mona.
Who, the mother says that?
The mothers, the public, the audience will be like, you see, your friend is doing well.
On social media?
No, what drives some of these people to get into that is because they are used as examples, these influencers. Whatever they do, they post, unless you have a different perception. But that is what I also know.
That's correct.
Mwaiche 22 years na yawi na mona yena arensha arista kona mani na plot.
And yet it's all a smoke screen.
Yeah,
most of it.
That's it.
You know, the vast majority of it is.
I think 99% of it is BS.
99.9999.
But guess what they say? God did it.
God did it.
No, he's got nothing to do with that.
It was Uncle.
Yeah.
Uncle did it.
Uncle did her.
Well, you know, the thing is, my view is that there is a phenomenon called, if you go on Instagram, there are people that call themselves sugar babes. That is their job, is that they post these beautiful airbrushed photographs of themselves, women in particular. Those are advertising to wealthy men out there. Because, you know, with the internet, anyone can reach out to you.
Yeah.
Anyone.
From anywhere.
Anyone from the Sultan of Brunei to Joe Schmo from Queensland. Yeah. So when you, as you pointed out, young girls who are not gainfully employed, but they're jet setting every weekend, and they're on some beachfront property in these beautiful bikinis. Now, of course, we're not hating, but we are bringing out the reality of what it is. Okay? Yeah. Yeah,
She's gonna hate.
It brings into question, how are you doing that?
Yeah.
And the real practical answer is, they are sugar babes, most of them, if not all of them.
Yeah. They're prostituting.
Yeah. Online.
Yeah. Yes. So whose bank account remains broke?
I think the bit I want to kind of touch on a little bit more is it a gradual, progressive shift from no money in my bank account to trip after trip? Because there are a few people, there are a few people that I've been watching here, and I'm like, how is this girl in South Africa again? And the family is quite wealthy.
Yeah.
So there is I'm not saying I know the full story of the people, but it's just that sometimes we have to be a bit careful in thinking everybody who travels does it because they've been successful. And what happens is this portrayal of, I did it myself. But how are you supposed to, if the sugar babes, how should they portray themselves? Because we've seen the photos of, you're out at a restaurant and you never see the man, but you see his arm, or you see his car, you know, like all of those, who was taking the picture? Yeah? Uncle was taking the picture. You've seen the footage of, there's a girl who's like filming herself, and then this old dude comes behind her and kisses her. And everyone's like...
I think I've seen that. Yeah, and then I think, are they embarrassed or something?
Yes,
or what? Yeah.
Yes, she tries to like, you know, get him
She was
out
live, so it wasn't
was.
like she's posting it. It was a live thing.
Yes,
Right.
yes, yeah.
All about daddy vices.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But do you think there's a cultural issue that we have in Zambia that young girls are raised to find someone to marry who's going to look after you and basically give you the lifestyle that you want? And they're getting this now from these uncles. I'm calling them uncles for the sake of this. They're getting them from the uncles.
Well, I mean, social media has changed all of that. It's sort of reconfigured this whole concept of the relationship between young people and opulence or wealth. Social media has changed all that. And as far as it becoming gradually sort of going into that area, I don't know about gradual. I just think that that's where we are now. You know, a lot of young people are there now. And then let me also add here, in my view, I always say the camera never lies. Never. If you watch someone's content long enough, you'll get a sense of exactly where this person is and where they're coming from. Whatever they're portraying, if you watch them long enough, it'll be very clear to you, very apparent, very quickly, exactly the nature of their content. And when things happen, I mean, we're talking about this young girl, Mwaka. For the longest time, she had this persona of, you know, being a brand influencer, and that she was getting ahead by her own steam of being an influencer, being connected in the social media space, when really, underneath it all, it was all a hoax. It was a smokescreen. And I think that's what young people need to be made aware of.
That's it.
Is that it's, you know, that old saying, it's not all that glitters is gold. Right.
Okay.
So this issue here has brought out a lot of underground sort of you know, conversations that we need to have on the surface. And that is, like you pointed out, you know, people should stop this comparing and saying, oh, look at your friend. Well, let's look at your friend. What is she doing? What are they doing? Yeah. So it's that's what I think.
But do you think that it's not actually the young girls to blame? It's the uncles.
The men.
Yes.
Well, it's
because
both.
you men are all up in those DMs.
It's true. It's true. Very true. And it's all about accessibility. I think.
Oh, they are so accessible.
They are. They're accessible.
Chanda's like, I don't know if I'm going to survive this episode.
It's about accessibility. Yeah. And that's the reality of it. Yeah.
But come on now,
hold on.
Deeper diving.
Hold on. You are saying we can't blame these girls.
No.
What are you saying? What did you say?
Exactly. It's the uncles who are DMing these girls.
I think it's both.
How Shaka said, the great Shaka,
Yeah, Mayo.
he said, Mufebane, how do you trap a monkey?
Tell
He says you get something shiny, put it into a, what is that thing? Oh gosh.
A cage?
A pot?
No, it's a calabash.
Calabash, yeah?
Yes.
Oh, right.
Yeah. So when the monkey puts his hand in, it can't take it out because you know what? It has to close the fist, make a fist to get it out. You trap. There's something shiny these girls put out there. When the uncles see, they're like, this person seems to be ready and consenting and all that stuff.
No.
Very
no.
true.
No.
Nobody sends these girls to go and do all that nonsense.
There's a difference between
Here's
trapping.
an example. No, let me finish. Let me qualify further, actually. Let me qualify it further.
Go for it.
The young lady was very simply portraying this persona of holier than thou. When the shit hit the fan, people were pissed off because she was like, I do remember one Simon Mwewa saying, no.
You're changing the point.
It is them who do it.
Who?
The girls.
No. Okay, I'm talking about the uncles.
No,
right?
the uncles are trapped because the girls do that.
First of all, Kazadi's an attractive young man, right? He can come in my DMs. We can talk, okay? That's different. Now we're talking about uncles. I said he can come in my DMs. We're talking about uncles. Huh? You know that you've got a wife, maybe even already 3 side chicks, and you want to start talking to Mwaka. There's a difference there.
Supposing Mwaka wants to talk to you.
And you are 65.
She wants to talk to you.
No. You're missing the point. Why do you think you can be in a young girl's DMs?
Why is she out there?
Stop nodding. Interject. This one will keep giving me these avoidant answers.
No.
Well, to answer, from my point of view, to answer the question, it's really from both ends. It's that old Donna Summer song. You've got what I want, and I've got what you need.
I got what you... Oh, yes, I
remember that one?
And I got what you need.
Yeah.
We should insert it.
Yeah. So it's both, I think.
So these girls know there's money out there.
So they're only
How do I get it?
Wait. So are they after money or are they after the man?
Oh, no, it's always about money.
It's always about money. No,
That's
I'm sorry, Kazadi is an attractive young man, first of all, right? So that was not, this is my irritation with this scenario. They were 2 consenting people. I think they were properly attracted to one another. This is not like one of those dodgy scenarios. This just happens to be that both of them were famous. Both of them were influencers in their spaces. And this scenario just blew up and fucked everything up for them. So in that sense, I think they're very innocent in this. And I'm irritated that people have made it out like it's bigger than that.
Well, innocent, I think the word innocent sort of derails the conversation, because I think that the word I would use is they were very irresponsible.
No, they were consenting.
Consenting, yes, but irresponsible, especially given the fact that in our country, the way things are.
Christian nation.
Well, not only that, there are laws that prohibit that.
What?
That.
Prohibit what?
Filming each other having sex on camera and sharing it with anyone. That there is a law that says you can't do that.
No, they weren't. Okay, so this is a point of clarification which we discussed earlier, right? Now, if in my own home I film myself for my own stuff without the intention of sharing, there is nothing wrong with that.
Well,
that is why, I am totally on David's side here.
Oh, which side
is that?
Yeah.
He had nothing to do with it. He was just a victim.
No, he recorded it.
He filmed it.
He was told to record it.
He was
told
by the person who was performing on him.
Don't lie. That's not true.
Well, we don't know that.
That's not true.
We don't know that.
How the heck is he going to do that and then boom, it's out there?
No. Filming.
Why would he want to put himself in that position?
No, come on now. Because he wanted to film it. 2024, Kazadi filmed a thing and he said, what did he say?
He was playing.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
The point is, he made the statement, oh, do I need to release a sex tape for you to whatever it was?
I remember that.
Right?
I remember that.
So he joked because he knew, I have a thing. What's said in jest has roots in truth.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. No, that I won't argue with you.
Not to say, because, just like you said, David is a friend of mine and I respect his artwork and the way he does things. But the truth is, he sort of left a little trail there, a little little trail where he now, in retrospect,
exactly,
that makes sense.
100%. The breadcrumbs suddenly show us the route.
Right.
I'm still Team David because at the end of the day, the flurry of videos that came out from the other side, from
Incredible.
yeah, this stuff, video after video after video.
Can I say something here? And I know this is, you know what got me? Did you see the rest of the videos?
No, I didn't.
You watched those.
You know what I noticed about Zambia? Men are very good at sharing these videos.
I think everybody.
Remember when Equatorial Guinea? Remember Equatorial Guinea? I don't have many female friends. That's the problem. Equatorial Guinea. All the guys had these footage.
Well, how do you know it was all the guys?
Because you're the ones who share. You're to my boy groups. You're the ones who share.
She's got
WhatsApp group after WhatsApp group.
I think everybody does that.
No.
No?
No.
Really? What's the data on that? I mean, what's the percentage?
You need to Wosa. Hey. You really need to.
No, it's unusual, and I do have female friends. But it's unusual for females to be like, oh, have you seen the video? Here it is. You guy groups. Guys, money. Boom. No explanation. You just post in your WhatsApp groups.
Are you disappointed?
No. I'm just stating facts. I'm stating facts. Chanda, who did I ask for the footage for Mwaka's video for?
Catfish.
You. Why even denying?
I love it. I asked you. Well, the story, word on the street is that, in fact, the third person that was arrested.
Yeah.
I don't know if you
this
guys
Ruby
know.
No, we've seen that.
Ruby, yes. Yeah. The third person, her involvement was one of distributing.
Seriously?
Distributing the footage. That's reason. Well, that's one of.
That's word on the street.
Yeah, word on the street is that the reason they picked her up was because she was one of them that was disseminating this.
Because I've been trying to work out who she is and how she fits into the whole equation.
That's her.
Is that Mwaka's friend?
Yes.
Is she the one who filmed
the
one play?
No.
Remember,
yes, that's the one. The one that filmed the view once.
Yes, the view once.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. And then started sending.
But who sent her the view once?
Oh, we don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm sure there are people out there that know. Oh, I don't know.
I know Rudy knows.
Who? she
Her name is Rudy.
Rudy, yes.
Rudy knows.
She knows. Yeah, but simply because of that, I'll tell you something. When the first video came out, I remember he was like thinking, it looks like she was being forced, you know.
Who was?
Mwaka. It's like, the analysis with a lot of people was like, she even had a tear here or something like that.
I didn't get that.
And then...
Oh, I got it.
What is that?
She will tell you what...
I don't understand.
That's
tear
18.
What the hell is that about? What is
Whatever you say, my kids are watching this too.
I think even I have limits.
So there's an explanation behind it?
Yes.
What,
so you see...
Later.
All right.
My finals.
All right. That's my final.
This is Zambian Nigeria stuff.
Do you know what a gag reflex is?
A gag reflex.
So let's do this now. So after that, there was a lot of support for her. One of the supporters was you. Like, it looks like she was being forced and whatnot. But what confused people...
No, I never did support her.
No. I'm saying you thought as well that she was probably being forced.
Coerced, right.
Yeah, coerced into
because
doing
of the
that.
tear, yeah.
Yes, because you thought it was a tear. A lot of people thought that. But what really just took the wind out of the sail was the flurry of videos that followed. It was like... Boom,
so how many were there?
There were several.
There's a lot.
There were several. And this is what shocked me.
Like more than 5? More than 10?
Yes. More than 8, I think, from what I heard.
With lots of different people?
Yeah, different people.
No, there's a lot.
But how, all showing her?
Yes, there's... Well, not every single one, but most of them, she's in there. But this is what shocked me
And they're all fellatio?
No,
some are. The others are.
It's a mix. It's a mixed bag.
Yeah. But what shocked me about that was not only how ubiquitous the videos were, but the casuality of it.
The eagerness.
The eagerness
of doing it.
Of doing that. And
of the sex?
No, the
filming.
oral sex.
Guys,
it was just. She came across like it was just. It was like she was just. It was just. This is what she does.
Okay, come on now.
This is what she does.
Okay, no, I'm going to ask a question, right? You are with your wife, your partner, and you have regular sex, right? Why should anything seem irregular just because you put a camera on?
Well, my answer to that is, and I've made this very clear,
I have no answer.
Is that I think it's very unwise to ever put that on film.
That wasn't the point I was making.
What was the point you're making?
Whether the camera is on or off, the act that you're portraying is the act you're portraying. It's not suddenly harder because the camera's on.
So what's your point?
Of course she looks comfortable. It's just that the camera's on. She's
I
used
see
to
what you're
having
saying,
sex.
yeah. Well,
she's used to.
Well, no. Let me
Just
ask.
because the camera's on doesn't mean I should suddenly
No,
be shy.
that would not be a problem if she was with one partner.
Oh,
but she's with so many.
So it's not the camera on that's the problem. It's her having sex with loads
different men.
And how old are you guys? Look at you two. How old are you?
You know, we're
over
up
21.
there. We're up there.
We're over 21.
But it just shocks me the number of men. I mean, that really shocked me.
But they weren't all on the same day. Well, to
I
be
know,
fair.
but
have you seen the
how do
young
you know,
lady?
But you don't know that.
Have you seen the young ladies? There's two young ladies at the moment in social media in the UK. And the first one, OnlyFans. They're all OnlyFans, right?
What is OnlyFans? I don't get that.
Really?
I don't understand what that means.
OnlyFans is a website. And this website is where you go and you do gated content.
Gated content.
Gated means you have to pay to access the information. So I have a profile and I'll show you my face. And then you think, oh, Tanya's really pretty. I'll pay to see her topless. So then I send you photos, or you get access to my next set of photos, which are topless.
At 20 pounds.
That was £20. Yep.
20 pounds of what?
£20
To access
for photos,
to access the content.
photos.
Wow.
Then for £100, you could see me fully naked. Then for £1,000, you could see me having sex with someone.
Wow.
So it's all gated
That's how
content.
that works.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
So it's a website. But so there's this one young lady. So she had sex in one day with 100 men.
100 men.
100 men.
Goodness.
Then there's
Talk about ukukowela.
Addition.
Talk about ukukowela. Tainted. Corrupt.
Focus.
You sound like a man of the cloth.
Focus.
Then, now there's a competition. There's this other girl who looks basically exactly the same as her. And she's about to have sex with 1,000 men.
How is that even possible?
Isn't that the one where the cops moved
48
in
hours.
or something?
I don't know. I think because they exposed... The first one, it happened. And the second one, because it was exposed, people are trying to now...
1,000, I want to 1,000.
That's the
You mean
point.
like 999 plus 1?
Yes.
Goodness
Well done.
gracious.
You're good at maths.
Unbelievable.
Calculus.
Oh my goodness.
But I think it's like over 48 hours or something like that. So,
2 days?
Yeah.
Yeah, but the number was I'm gonna beat this one.
Yes,
I'm gonna
she's
have
trying
more.
to beat the 100, and to beat it, you need to do like 1,000. So she's having sex with 1,000 men.
Like
However, I will say this:
the point being,
you men who have watched porn, right? This is nothing new. There's loads of porn videos with I've slept with 100 men. Yeah? Gangbang this, 99 gangbang. So it's there.
Well, I don't think none of us are refuting or rebutting that it doesn't exist. It does. It's just disturbing that there are people out there who are willing to have sex with more than 2 people in exchange for money. It's just, it's
but the thing is, that
But
notwithstanding,
that's
the
the
point
magic
is that's not what uko kwa amaruzi yabo. Kuno is a bit different. That's what it's telling you that look, you can't do these things in Zambia. Yes.
What are you talking about?
Kuno, what
It's
OnlyFans
a
page?
civil world.
No,
Everyone is on social
yes,
media.
it is. But you see,
you watch the same porn that the porn that is watched here, that is watched in the UK.
My point is very simple. What I'm saying is that how it happens in Zambia, there's a rule that governs a certain kind of conduct. Whereas Cuba and Nsuko are more developed, more liberal and whatnot, less conservative.
Chanda,
there are certain channels they follow and it will be
The conduct you
okay.
have here was the conduct there in 1960. What is
Where is
your
that?
point? The conduct you have here.
Are you refusing? No.
Your laws are based on UK laws. They were implemented by the ex-UK government, the colonial government.
Our
You simply
cyber rules
copy and
are
paste
very
it.
different from the UK
You simply
ones.
copy and paste it. You're just very slow at updating your laws.
Our cyber laws are very different. That's
We're
why
in Chinese throats now.
they are very different. They are very different.
They're not
Korea,
different.
there is logic in how things are done. They don't even just come into your phones and whatnot. There's order. That's why we're saying that who know what happened was probably this, and that.
Can I twist this a little bit?
Twist it.
So
just don't use me as an example.
Chanda lives in
Chimfwembe.
Chimfwembe.
Yes.
You've got an ITEL phone.
ITEL's good.
It just about does video. Your little chick from across the compound comes to see you. You invite her in. You take footage. You share with the compound boys. Are those guys going to get prosecuted the same way that Mwaka's got prosecuted?
If they grab them, yes.
No, they won't.
If they grab them.
No, if they grab them, look, what's going on in Zambia is very different. As long as they find that you are equated video and watch that transmit to another person, they'll grab you.
And you're identifiable and traceable.
But the point I'm trying to say is only because these influencers were in a high position, that's all the government is doing, is making you an example. But in fact, everybody does it.
That's not right.
I didn't say it was right.
No, what you're saying is wrong. No.
That's what happens.
No. If that were the case, you'd be sending your videos all over the place.
Who says I haven't done?
But we haven't caught them. We have not caught anything like that. That was what he said, irresponsible behavior, which the law says you cannot do this.
Behavior?
Just openly sharing your video, your intimacy with the public.
But why are you offended by that? What's wrong with that?
The rules say you can't do that.
Well, there are laws that govern that. So
the law should make me feel a certain way?
Okay, unfortunately, the law is there.
Mami,
and
twarafa abashiramiki tubarete mwidiring
and then share
and then just boom. Let's see what's going to happen to you and Mashiramik.
Yeah, it's a bit dicey, and people should. But I do agree when you say that they are making an example out of them, because what they're doing is that they're using them as a tool 100%. Of awareness. There's a young lady. Well, she's not so young. She lives in England. Her name is Lily Lunatic Matambo.
I want to hear about her.
She recruited. Yes, she was recruiting Zambians to go to England to work in these nursing homes. Well, the whole thing was a scam. The whole operation was a hoax.
Really?
Yes, the whole thing. And to lend to what you're talking about is that you're presenting a certain lifestyle that in reality does not exist. There were so many people that came back.
So explain what she was offering, and then where did it go wrong for people?
Well, the truth was, she was saying...
So she was using her channel to promote...
And saying that if you come to the UK, I will provide you with employment, you'll be working, you'll be placed in a home where you become gainfully employed.
Mm-hmm.
Well, lots of people went there only to be told, wait. And they just eventually turned into maids, just regular maids. All for what? Because I think there was some type of fee that they had to pay, and she tapped into that fee. But the whole thing was...
As a handler?
Yes.
Well, I don't know the specifics, but I do know this, that the entire operation was fake, And she was using social media to convince the public that it was legitimate. The other thing that people...
How long ago was that?
I don't know. But it was like under 3 years.
Okay.
Under 3 years. And the other thing is that this idea of donating money to people, 10,000 here, 5,000 there.
It seems to be popular at the moment.
Yes. All of that is a hook to legitimize this idea that this person is not only opulent, influential, but is well-connected and generous. Right. And yet, the whole plan is to simply deceive you into believing that they're legitimate when they're not.
Yeah.
That is sinister, I think.
Yeah.
I think that is deeply sinister, and it should not be tolerated.
Yeah.
Now, the whole thing is unraveled. In fact, I think the same lady in question lost whatever agency she had, and it no longer exists. And she doesn't even talk about that now.
Lily?
No, she does not. She just talks now about
Listen,
politics.
Lily's a blagger. She'll
Right.
jump on any wagon she can
Absolutely,
find.
yeah.
You
But
know?
to lend to what you're talking about is that it's true. I mean, you're presenting something that doesn't exist.
Yeah. So is it desperation or is it just gullibility on the part of the girls?
Desperation by who?
The girls.
Well, yeah. Well, I think both, because you're in Zambia. I think, especially online, if you say, do this and I'll provide you with this type of lifestyle. There are so many people out there who would do anything to hop on a plane and have a different lifestyle elsewhere. So
but that's
many.
escapism,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
But I think the difference here is you're trying to build a social media following. You're trying to build a career out of that, right? I know the escapism story. A lot of people, you could be a nurse and, you want to escape out of the country. You could be anybody. Like a friend of mine has recently just gone to Germany and like super excited because he's been dying to leave Zambia. But what's he got as a result of it? Who's he going to be? That's like still questionable, right? But it's just that he's finally left. That's what counts.
Yeah.
And I think that where I'm trying to go here with the social media side is you're using the influencers stepping stones because it's never going to end at that point, right? Like with you, like everything has been a stepping stone to learning something new about this social media beast that you've had, that you've experienced. Because you're at what's your followings at the moment?
Facebook about 790, TikTok about 500,000, I think, something like that. But we don't concentrate on numbers.
No, but you do though.
Yeah.
You
Well,
do.
well.
So even as the girls, right? They're doing this so that they get social media followings. Oh, by the way, I get to also go to Dubai. Oh, I have to suck dick to get an extra 6 followers because I want to go to Dubai. Right? there's a maths equation.
I need to put a cap on that.
Fuchs! My
To remove pressure,
It's a maths
for 6
equation.
extra followers.
Followers.
My goodness.
Jesus Christ.
Fuchs!
You said how much dick does she have to suck? There's a lot of videos. That's what you're saying, right? So it isn't a one-off thing, right? And maybe that's the other illusion that we have, like, oh, it's a one-off. No, it's probably a weekly exercise. You Daddies are in the DMs all the time. She knows.
You Daddies
You
are in the
Daddies.
DMs.
You see what I go through?
Yeah, I know.
Alalo
I see it.
Muntu,
I see
my
it.
gosh.
I see it.
I go through
I see it.
Oh gosh.
Talk about the hot seat.
Yo,
She takes it to the next level, mate. Go ahead.
at leveling up.
There are levels.
My-
Levels.
There are levels to these things.
Hey.
Yes, so it has to be a frequent thing. I remember reading something about these British influencers who were in Dubai. Now, I'm sure you guys don't know much about handbags, but there's a set of very expensive handbags, Hermes handbags, and there are loads of different types of them. But if I said to you they're from, like a cheap one is like £4,000.
Ichola.
Ichola.
4,000
No,
pounds. What, for a bag?
For a bag, a handbag. I'm going to send you some links. And then the expensive
I will not be
ones.
buying those.
The expensive one, $120,000 pounds for these handbags. Now what
That's
happens?
funding for an NGO.
Telling you.
I'm telling
Tell
you.
you what, brother.
Am I
That
lying?
is the CDF.
Yes. Constituency, you won't say.
£120 for a bag.
£120,000.
£120,000.
Yes.
Does it improve your blood flow or do you breathe better or something?
No. It's a handbag.
It's a handbag.
It holds your shit. Basically, so these women get invited by these gentlemen in Dubai. You go to Dubai, they have sex parties. You have to perform the most disgusting acts.
I've heard of this.
Yes. And as a result of it, you get your payment and you get your handbags. Then the next time that you're on your social
So hold
media...
on. So they don't give you the money. They actually give you the
No,
bag.
you get your payment. payment and handbags.
What is that? What's
You
the payment?
stipulate.
How much is that?
Did I say I'm one of them?
No. I just want to know. You might be privy to that information.
No.
So, you
might know.
This friend of yours who experienced this.
No.
What color did she get?
This is social media. This is on social media. So, and I think there was an expose where I watched this basically. But what happens is the next day you'll see me on my social media talking about my handbag. You know, oh my God, you know, my social media, it's so good. Like I've managed to afford this £120,000 bag. What they haven't told you, and I don't want to be crude, but I'm going to be crude. And you know the Arabs with how they are overly religious, but it's all lies.
Yeah.
If I say, and I'm probably going to have to bleep this out.
No, don't say it. Just be mild.
I can't be.
No, but people understand.
It's allowing men to shit in your mouth. And this is the type of thing that they're doing.
Are you serious?
Yes.
To excrete in your mouth.
That's a nicer word for you.
What sort of sexual pleasure could come out of that?
Okay, so
and it's videoed.
Listen, I don't know. I probably more than likely.
So my
I watched the expose. That's what I'm telling you. You want me to say I was there?
I want to see your handbag.
I don't have a handbag.
I want to see the damn handbag.
That is so disturbing.
That's what they go through, and they will do those things so that they can end up with that thing. But again, look, you have to ask yourself, what is this saying about this person's character? What have they gone through in life? That's really what you should be answering, right? What's the psychological state of this person? Whatever. But I've forgotten where we even were with this question.
It came from the Lily issue.
Came from the
Lily.
Right.
I'm so lost.
But it's incredible that there are people that do that. I mean, that's incredible.
Yeah.
There's a guy in the UK called Jack Watkin, actually, known as the Kardashian of Cheshire. You heard of him?
No, Jack Watkin.
Watkin, yeah.
Okay, no.
Jack pleaded guilty to mass fraud after faking luxury lifestyles. Remember him?
Yes.
Is he a black guy?
No.
Oh, hell no.
Zoom.
If no, that hash puppy something.
Right. Right. I remember him.
So this guy was faking a luxury lifestyle involving designer clothes, luxury cars, and hotels, while scamming nearly £200,000 by pretending to be a luxury fashion reseller. He convinced his friends and family to lend the money for exclusive items he never purchased.
Amazing. It's incredible what you can do in social media.
Yes. Can I reveal my story? Is this a good point?
No, we're coming to that.
You have a story?
Oh my God.
I cannot wait to hear this.
What if you
break it down?
It's not my porn story. Don't get too excited.
Can we have the video? No. We will get to that. I want us to talk about the lies that cost people money.
For this.
I want to talk about the lies that cost people money.
Okay.
The investor scams.
Okay.
Yeah.
Those are ubiquitous.
100.
And also in Zambia, it doesn't matter how many people are scammed. There's always, what's the saying? There's a sucker born every minute.
Every day, every minute.
In Zambia, you can have 20 different of these little scams that promise huge returns on a small initial investment. And you will always find a long queue that stretches all the way down to the corner of young Zambians wanting to get rich quick.
Yes. Can I speak to why that is?
Tell me.
This is, it's a human nature thing. We want the easy way to the thing that we want. We don't want to work for it.
The least path of resistance.
Exactly. So it's like, I don't have money. There's this thing, I can have 10,000 for 5 kwacha. Let me go for it. Now apply logic. Like, how are you going to have something for nothing? And I think people have to go through that process of being burnt, of losing the thing, for you to realize, you mean I actually have to work for my money? There is no quick win.
It's that old saying.
No
if it's too good to be
if
true.
it's too good.
Then
it probably is
It's
too good
not good.
Yeah.
Exactly. But I think everybody goes through, I don't think generationally we went through it.
No, we didn't.
Scams
I never heard
were
of
not
that.
a thing.
No, they were not.
If all were good.
There were a few scammers.
But you could count.
You could count them on 2 fingers. Literally.
Either
Not
one or 2.
Now they're unquantifiable.
Hundreds.
Yeah.
So many. But and there's the different types of scams. So like my cousin, for example, oh, give us £500 and you'll get 1,400 pounds back. She's got no idea about what's going to happen with her money. Where the people going to put this money? When do I get it back? Da da da. She lost the money.
So she's got no idea of the means. She just looks at the end.
Yeah. I mean, this is pyramid scheme, basically. The origins of this, for people who know what a pyramid scheme or a Ponzi scheme. Yeah. So the people at the bottom basically pay, and the money goes up progressively. You will lose your money. There's a few that actually manage to progress.
Right.
But
and then those are the ones. The few are the ones that give their testimonials.
Yes.
And they come in front of the camera and say, I did it. It worked for me.
sounds like Christianity to me.
Well, let's not go there.
Mama.
Let's not go there. I did it, and I got the money.
Jesus saved me.
I got the money.
I was a prostitute.
Yeah, you was a how. That's why you got
my
saved.
sex tape was released.
Yeah, well.
And God saved me.
Well, in my view, that's different. I'm talking about, yes, I'm talking
You're
about
hungry.
how people use testimonials to proselytize would-be gullible people.
Sure.
No,
And
I
they
think they are
come-
paid. Let's just say they are properly paid because they are of a credible nature.
That's also possible.
Avanga tuavika ku pulpit ngabalanda. Definitely, we're going to get 1,000 people falling for the trick.
Of course.
So they will pay a certain amount of money. That person gets no compassion at all. Gets that money, books out.
Oh, it doesn't have to be about compassion. It's,
No,
it's,
I mean,
it's when 1 + 3 = 4, you know, right? And I'll give this as an example. We have Simon on this podcast. You and I have 0 followers. Simon has 500,000. If we get 1,000 of Simon's followers, we prosper.
For the record, we have 370.
I love that. You guys are insane.
But I'll tell you the truth.
But
From
my
the 378, 375 follow her.
Wait, but my point is sometimes it's okay to use somebody for something.
Well, we all have symbiotic relationships.
That's what I'm saying.
All of us. It's all
But
give and take.
then when you make it like, oh, no, this thing doesn't count. That's what happens
Do
with
you know where the
religion.
problem is?
And that's what happens with...
The reason I said lies that cost people money. The Chinese Ponzi scheme that happened, remember? Here.
Yes.
The influencer simply said, I did not know that they were doing this.
Who was the influencer?
They've stopped taking my calls as well.
Who was the
And
influencer?
I can't remember well. And I also got scammed. I'm like, what kind of BS is that?
That's ridiculous.
You are the one in the forefront.
Yes. And what that is, sorry to interrupt, is that's literally absolving yourself of responsibility.
But
At Nainawin, I got scammed.
okay. But do you remember when what's his name? Jason Derulo. Jason Derulo,
The musician?
yes, was paid by a big crypto scammer to promote a crypto scheme, and this guy basically I've forgotten what it is now, but basically what happens is they promote a scheme, a crypto scheme. You get people to put their money into it, and then it's a rug pull. At the end, they take everything out, and then it doesn't exist anymore. So this rug pulling was happening to a lot of people. There's a specific Indian guy. I can't remember what his name is. Chad, I don't know if you can Google it. If you do Jason Derulo crypto scam, this Indian guy was going after all these famous people, saying to them, he went after Jenner. What's Kylie Jenner's father's name?
Christian.
No.
Caitlyn.
Caitlyn.
When he was a man or
Caitlyn.
when he became a woman?
Now. Caitlyn Jenner. Caitlyn Jenner was one. Oh my God, quite a few people. But basically, he says, "I'll give you $40,000 to tweet one tweet. Here's the tweet." So all you're doing is making money from the tweet, and then this person gives the details for the scam, and then he rug pulls, and he gets your followers. Let's say your followers have invested $500,000 into this scheme. For you get 40,000, followers get nothing. He gets 500,000. He replicates that 20 times, 50 times.
Did they ever arrest that guy?
I don't think so, but if
Jason
you've ever
Derulo,
watched
crypto scam.
If you've ever watched CoffeeZilla, he exposes these scammers, and he exposed that scam. But the other problem, oh God, okay, this is now going on another tangent. The American government is basically allowing crypto scams to happen because if you remember, Trump has a coin.
Right.
And the same thing is happening. I think Melania's coin went through this scam as well.
Really?
Yes.
Unbelievable.
So it's a whole, like, we're looking at the small people. We're thinking like, oh, you've got no morals. Even at the top, it's happening.
Incredible.
So.
Incredible. And I think Zambia is fertile.
Yes.
The ground here, Zambians, we are so gullible.
Hundreds.
It's incredible.
Because of religion.
Why are you using the nice word?
Well,
he's using a very nice word, gullible. It's not never Dao.
Dao is also, that's also part of it.
Well, when I say religion, is we're so willing to accept what's said. We don't question.
Yeah.
Right? And there's nothing wrong with religion, but if you think you can't question it, then there's something wrong
and
with
this is why I'm always against these so-called papas on social media.
He's got a friend in Nigeria.
Like
this.
He's such a mess. He is.
Okay, let's move on before we digress to Seer. I think we touched a bit on the sex tapes, scandals, and blackmail. Do you think after they discover that this person has done that and they've got access to their phones and whatnot, they actually blackmail them? Or do you think blackmail had a component in releasing the Mwaka videos?
Sorry, go back again to the beginning of the point.
The point is sex tapes, scandals, and blackmail. From bedroom to WhatsApp statuses, how leaked tapes like Mwaka's expose is real behind-the-scenes events.
So remember, Mwaka, the very first thing that got released was the audio tape. And she's saying to somebody, you won't get in trouble. Just tell me who sent it to you or whatever it was.
Is that what happened first?
That's what I came across at the very beginning.
A lot of people heard that the audio first.
Yes, exactly. So she was trying to work out, where has this come from? Now, either the recording was sent to her, so she suddenly saw that this is what's happened. And then whoever it was, her friends, released that audio tape, right? The
video.
Tape. Yeah. So for me, she was trying to, I need to stop this. Manage it, yeah. And then that simply exposed it to the next level. So she got caught up in the whole web, right? Now, what was the point? What's the question?
The point was the sex tapes, scandals, and blackmail.
Okay, what were you going to say?
I was going to say that I don't think there was any blackmail in this. It was just a matter of it being released.
It's exposure.
However, there's a term for that, sextortion. Yeah. There are people isn't that what that is?
Nobody tried to get any money from
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying that it does exist.
Yes.
Where people have, sex on camera and then the relationship goes sour and then, as an example, someone says, look, you don't want this to be released. I've got this tape unless you give me some money or
the PDD ones.
Right, yeah. So it does happen. But in this case, I don't think anyone was blackmailed.
No.
It was just a matter of it being released.
Yes.
And also the desire to scandalize. I mean, when people...
I'm going to agree with that one, the scandalizing thing.
Yeah, when you've got something there's of that nature, you want to share it. You want to, hey, you're not
scandalous.
You're not going to believe this. I'm going to send it to you, but don't share it with anyone else. And then they do that with 50 other people. And before you know it, it's on CNN.
Right. The pressure of keeping a sensational online persona. This is part of what is happening right now.
Yeah.
But I think to a large extent, other than blackmail, I think there's that peer pressure they have over each other. And even grown men and women, all right? There's the issue of the success. It's just a how. So I'm going to release this.
Yes.
There's a lot of
that.
There are a lot of daggers.
Yeah.
Over each other.
Yeah. And they stab you from the front.
Give me an example.
It's like the guys who walk with you when you're going to put flowers on somebody. Can't she? He's the one who was doing Daddies with your husband.
So you're saying Mwaka's friendship crew, her friends...
Oh, they gave her up.
She should not actually have trusted her friends.
Yeah, they gave her up. I mean, straight away. I mean, as you say, 100.
Exactly.
I'm going to start saying that now.
No, it's good, eh?
Yeah.
Why would she make a recording of, and okay, even somebody else recorded her audio telling her, just tell me who it is. That just shows you the kind of friends she has.
Yes.
The kind of friends she has are bad. First they did the video, if it wasn't whatever. The point is someone even recorded and sent the audio and said, just tell me it was, you won't be in problems.
Okay. What does this say about your Christian nation?
Well, I mean, I can't speak for the nation. I can only speak for myself.
But that's a part of Christianity. Don't bring religion into that.
These are your people. This is your Christian nation. This is what you have produced.
I've never seen Mwaka do a video. Church.
I'm talking about the friends. I'm talking about the friends. What does this say about this Christian nation that you apparently have?
First off, there is no honor among thieves. Let's take it away from that.
So what? She's a thief.
It's a kind of friends she has. That's the point.
Come on now. So your friends who shared the videos with you, what does that say about
Which
them?
videos?
The ones in your WhatsApp.
Which videos?
Your WhatsApp.
It's not
I will give you my
phone.
thumb.
Somewhere.
I'll give you my thumb. Because we even do this for screen night.
You guys are a mess.
Yeah. But basically, her friends,
they gave her up. They did.
I mean, they know what they do.
Yeah.
They know what they do. But they just threw her under the bus.
But what I'm trying to say is even your friends are exactly the same.
We are not discussing our friends.
You're missing my point.
First off, the point is we're not discussing our friends.
What I'm saying is I think it's a nature of Zambians to do that. You are all falsely, wonderfully friendly. But when it comes down to it, you will burn
It's not Zambians. Everyone does that.
Is that not a human condition?
Is it? Let's discuss
it. It is a human condition. Do you know why? No, let me tell you why. When ICE kicked in America, the Nigerians were the first one to say, even this one, I know, call me, I'll tell you where he lives. This one is illegal here in America. I know, I'll tell you.
That's the fellow Nigerians?
Yes.
Really?
Even when the USA ID issue started,
so why
they
do
were
we
like,
do that?
I'll tell you, we're not being paid, but the money has come.
So why do we want to rip someone down?
We're not ripping, we're discussing it.
No. The person who said, even this one, I'll tell you where they are. Why do you want to rip your friend
now,
down? Why do you want to take away from what
because you're jealous of that person.
Yes,
right?
that's
you don't
what I'm
like
trying
that.
to get
So what we said earlier on about Mwaka is the friends she keeps.
Correct. But no, she can keep friends because she's leveling up people. But the people you level up aren't always going to keep you up as well. Jealousy will then bring you back down because they know they can't have the status that she has. So your friends are the ones that are going to look like they're bringing you down because they know they won't have what you have.
My next point is going to make you very happy.
Shoot.
Malama doesn't like it when married men are having their own fun.
She doesn't like that?
She doesn't like it.
Really?
No. Having their own fun.
Their own fun.
Like who's really,
can't have fun. Like who's really funding these trips? She gets deep into it. You might show you. Holiday in Japan. Climbing the, walking the Chinese wall. The Great Wall. Yeah. Who's paying for this? Sponsors. No one talks about. That's what she wants to get into now. You want to dig in?
No, I just want to know, why do you need to sponsor people to do things? What do you get out of sponsoring someone else to do something?
Are you asking that of us?
Of course I am.
Well,
who have you sponsored? Tell me.
I don't think have you sponsored anyone?
Well, you know, all I did was buy a Vindok.
That's it.
For a very decent human being.
Well, I mean, practically, people do that because they'll get sexual favors in exchange.
So you know that it's a sexual favor relationship.
It's a symbiotic relationship.
So do these girls actually like the guys?
No, of course not.
Not in every case, I don't think. Not in every case. I think they tolerate it.
That's what I was saying. So Kazadi and Mwaka, I think they were attracted to each other. I think they probably did have some kind of a relationship of sorts, right? But did you see? I posted this week. There's a gentleman from Nigeria, I think he is, and he lives quite a lavish lifestyle on his WhatsApp or not WhatsApp, what I'm talking about, on his Instagram. So he's on his private jet and he's filming and he's filming himself. You know, it's on a private jet. Now dive into the comments. Oh my God.
The women. Just be specific.
The women.
Oh
my God.
You know.
Who is this?
This guy on his plane. Nama pilot wakwe. Na Petra mundeke yakwe. The women.
So he's probably like in his 60s or something.
Yeah, it looks like
right?
he's in his 60s.
Yeah. So the women, how are you traveling on your own? If you need company, just call me.
You can't be alone on that plane.
My favorite one. Oh my God, you're better looking than Jesus.
Goodness. Well, they'll do anything for money.
Hello, the men folk. This gender is a problem.
No, it's
dangerous. Okay,
no. We can also look at a load of young ladies who posted things and the men comment. Okay? Now, 9 times out of 10, yours are DM'd. Those were direct comments.
That's right.
Dear.
The man was on his plane alone. This is a man who's gone grown-ass women. Grown-ass men and children.
Literally loads of woman after woman after woman. Right? No shame.
Literally throwing themselves. Well, people throw themselves at money.
Yes, 100%. So why do we dog it? Like, so what? Get yours. What's the problem?
Did he answer?
I don't know. He must have DM'd someone.
Anyway, you DM him. What will you tell us? You tell us the response.
He will have DM'd someone as well.
So one of the things that's been happening now is weekends, especially Friday, from Thursday to Sunday, the boys in Lusaka and some girls, they go and hire vehicles to drive around, to look good, look posh, go and park at Daddies, and all the girlies are seeing you coming out of the car and they're like, there's money right there. That's scamming people.
Really?
Yeah, showing this fake lifestyle that you lead. And it's like when they hook you, you're done. Per Monday, back to work. Now wake up, whether he's younger or he's in whatever it is. But weekend they do that. And that's what she was talking about, relating to how your bank account is at the end of the day. But you're doing this in order to bait somebody. And as long as you get your end goal, you're okay with it. You deal with the consequences of your bank account later.
But Simon, have there been times when you've gone to like these events?
Which events?
The events you go to. You were invited to loads of things as an influencer, which have other influencer people. Are there times that you've looked at people and been like, you're driving that car?
Suspiciously, as the police would say.
No, not in person. I get that feeling when I see that on social media, not when
just
I go
on social media. Okay.
Yeah, because that's when I ask those questions, but not physically now.
So do you think on in person they are more who they are? Like, are they sensible?
Well, I don't know about every single case, but I know that from my perspective, you kind of get a sense of who someone is when you physically interact with them, I think. But it's more apparent for me on social media that there's something going on other than what's being presented. Yeah.
Is that because you're cynical?
No, I wouldn't say I'm cynical. I'm analytical.
You're cynical.
He is. The word is, he's pedantic.
Pedantic.
But here's a flip side of it. I don't know if you two would look into, do Zambians really understand the meaning of an influencer? All right.
No.
Do you think people really understand what it is to be an influencer?
No. And I'll tell you why. I think that on the surface, especially when these corporate companies, they phone you up and they call you and they say, no, we want to engage influencers. From their perspective, they're just looking at your numbers.
100.
Just your numbers. Now, what's happening in this influencer space is companies now are looking beyond your numbers. They're looking at your lifestyle.
Your digital footprint.
Yes, but they're your lifestyle. Like, what do you stand for? Are you not morally upright, but they want their brand to be associated with someone that's not going to bring.
But it's still not like true, though, is it? So what you portray on social media is still a...
Yeah, it is. It's a bit of a smoke screen.
Yeah.
Yes, but what corporates are doing now is that they're paying more attention to that now. There's, I mean, I remember
they've learned.
Just not
They've
too
been
long,
burned before.
Yeah,
Some have been burned.
Not too long ago, I signed a contract with a company that said to me, and they were very straightforward. They said, Mr. Mwewa, to put it mildly, if you are caught in some type of infidelity,
Scandal.
we have to terminate this contract.
What they meant is, Mr. Mwewa, tell us up front before you append your signature on this document, if there are any videos.
Are there any issues that
in your past?
It will be between us.
Just tell us.
Just tell us.
And they'll be the one who go and expose you.
Yeah, but to answer that question,
Yeah.
I think the word influencer is a bit muddled.
Yeah.
And most people don't know what it means. And my interpretation of that is I mean, this is the basic definition of it, is that you have some type of sort of leverage with people to lean a certain way towards a certain thought or product. Yeah. But now, like I said, it's a little beyond that now. Yeah. People want to really sort of take a closer look at who you really are, what you stand for. And not that you're perfect, but do you have a semblance of integrity that we can sort of tap into? And let me also add and say that big corporates now are looking for people with a good name. I don't know what that means, but let me qualify that. I'll give an example. Standard Chartered Bank recently gave Dumisani Mure 3.4 million kwacha to advance this idea that Zambians need to reconfigure the way they think.
No, hold up. I think it was badly titled. Africa must change.
I must think.
Yeah, must think.
Yeah.
It should have been Zambia must think.
Zambia must think.
It must be Zambia must
Zambians,
think.
we need to think, I tell you.
No, but do you understand what I'm saying?
Zambians are dumb.
That's why they must think.
Yeah.
You know, I have a problem with Zambia with its many problems, bringing in the whole continent when your friends are doing much better.
Right.
I really get pissed off with that.
I agree.
The recently ended Creative Industries Business Summit. The tagline was, awakening the Africa sleeping giant.
Hello.
Dude,
Africa
your
been
friends
awake.
in Ethiopia, your friends in Kenya and West Africa are not at your level.
No, they've been awake.
Who are you in Zambia to say we're awakening
Your
them?
alarm has just gone off at 9:30.
Yeah.
This is when you're waking up.
But I'm sorry, I digress. Please continue.
No, I agree with you. But the point is, in terms of influencing, Standard Chartered donated 3.4 million kwacha for Dumisani to propel.
When you say donated, to who?
To him.
Well, they funded.
Paid him or
They funded
donated?
They funded his
idea of
Paid
Zambia
him.
must.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's not a donation.
Yeah.
Don't be so nice.
That's true. I shouldn't have used. That's the wrong word. Not donated. They funded and they paid for this conference. And the reason they placed such value on his project, on this conference, is that Dumisani has a good name. Yeah, he has a level of integrity that the bank can tap into.
I want to check his DM.
Don't worry.
I want to check his DM.
Well, I want to take a look at his DMs. See just how much integrity he's got. Yeah, but the point is, when a bank decides to make that step,
They're backing you.
they're really backing you.
Yeah.
And it just goes to show that you do have a level.
But he's also in their world. They were just backing their own.
True.
They've got some parameters that you need to fall in a certain bracket, tick the right boxes for them to release that money. So first, he interacts with them all the time. He's with their CEO and, they're in a certain grouping. So when you come and present a certain thing, they have a history, they track, they're like, before, he's done well on this. So let's improve it. He's brought another proposition to us, which is seemingly looking good. And based on his track record, we can fund this. As opposed to, I can be your brand ambassador.
Yeah.
What do you know about Standard Chartered Bank?
Nothing.
What is their social media footprint? Sorry, the social responsibility. What are they looking?
Corporate responsibility.
Yes. What are they trying to look at to improve the lives of people apart from charging them high interest? You know what I mean? So if you tick the right boxes, they'll give you the money. But my point was, I don't think Zambians understand the word influencer, its meaning. I don't think they also understand the meaning of brand ambassador.
But you say that, but I think they are the most influenced. It's so easy to influence.
100%.
Right? Because it's like, it's so, there's no critical thinking, there's no cynicism, right? You just accept, oh, but I go back to, because you're so Bible bashed.
I was gonna pivot, following up on your point, just to explain further what happens with the scamfluencers and to qualify our title, scamfluencers. We wanted a victim to speak about their experiences, about being scammed by people who are in that influential sector or space or whatever it is. And people have lost money and trust because of being scammed by people who appear to be of good standing in society. So they come and say, I need this done, but if you just lend me 2 pin. But I'm sure our machine, I don't know, it's called stealing now. Let's just make sure. My friend has dubbed this person the queen of Zambian scamfluencers.
Really?
Yes. So when she's called the queen, there will be things that will make you shift, and realize that, some of the stuff that we go through here is nothing compared to what other people have gone through. Because people...
It has reached that level.
It's bad.
It's bad.
It's bad news.
Yes.
Bad.
So the general victim stories is, what we know generally is, I bought a skincare line, it burned my face. You've heard this before. Fans duped into bad purchases. Like influencers will come and say, do this and that, and yet they don't use the product at all. So they use it. Meanwhile, they got paid for it. And someone will say, if I do this and that, I'll pay some money and I'll get the job. Zambia Air Force has, on numerous occasions, put out an ad saying, we don't charge for you to attend interviews or to be employed. So, unfortunately, this happens in Zambia. We lent someone money and they blocked us. You've heard that before. Okay. I can't reach this person anymore, but they don't want to give me money.
Martin.
Yeah. So the example that you sent was, first one was Daddy Martin. You want to get into Daddy Martin?
Do you know who Daddy Martin is?
I've never heard of that.
Really?
Who is that?
Daddy Martin is this guy on TikTok. And he's actually quite good looking.
A Zambian?
DM me. Yes.
Right. Not that not to derail yourself. Go ahead.
She just wants to look at him.
Get benefits where I can, right? Daddy Martin is this guy who, he's attractive. He knows he's attractive. And he's got a little scheme going where he's done, we talked about it a bit earlier, where he will help you. You'll say, oh, I don't have money for this and this and this. And then he'll send you some money. And then you do a testimonial. Daddy Martin helped me out. He did this and this and this.
Like
and this.
Lily Matambo used to do.
Yes, yes.
Lily
as
Lunatic Matambo does that.
Yes, as you said. So, but more recently, basically, he will go into the DMs of young ladies and he's getting money from them. He's either getting money or some kind of relationship status from them. And as soon as you try and get your money back, nowhere to be seen.
He's gone.
He disappears. But he's got a huge following on TikTok. He puts himself in this uniform. He looks like he's in the army or something. It's like he's well turned out. But absolute scammer. And he's using his profile for that. So, and he's online. Check him out. Daddy Martin.
Wow. You've been warned.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but he says things our young ladies want to hear.
Yes.
The right things.
Like he'll just be, oh, you're such a beautiful young lady. And, he'll work
This is in the DM.
Yes, yes. So on his profile, he'll post videos like, Zambian women, you're so beautiful. You're so amazing. So a bit like that man on the plane I was saying, but he's also telling you you're beautiful. What more does a Zambian woman want than to be told she's beautiful?
Right. So that's a hook.
Hooked.
He hooks them.
100. Yeah.
Did you ever get hooked?
By Daddy Martin?
Yeah.
No.
Not once?
No,
Ever?
no. I only recently discovered him.
But
so.
she wants him in her DM.
Really? Right. Because she did wink at that.
One of them has to slide into the other. I don't know.
Do you know what? Anyway, no. I won't say what I would do because I can't reveal my cards.
No.
Cards. You have to hold them close to your heart.
That's right.
Right.
That's right.
Oh, yeah, that's your part. But the next one to refer to is, he's got a better take on that. But obviously, you can talk about him. His name is Seer1.
I mean, I don't know. You know, you two are tight.
The most decrepit.
Best friends.
Oh, my goodness. I mean, talk about a bottom feeder.
He's your nemesis.
He's not the full ticket. Honestly, really. His elevator doesn't go all the way up to
But what happened between you and Seer1?
How did it start?
nothing.
How did it start?
Well, let me explain. I just didn't like the idea that Zambians were believing everything that this guy was saying. And no one was pushing back. Everybody was cowering underneath this ominous shadow of this person who literally has nothing, no power, nothing, no substance. It was all a smokescreen. He claimed, and you remember where it started, where he said, the PF ministers, they have my things.
Is that where it started?
Yes.
The black rings?
Yes.
Okay.
They had my things. And if they don't give me back my things, they'll start dying. The entire country, the whole country was fixed because he said by Sunday, by that weekend, that Sunday, if his things are not returned, these ministers that got things from him, each one of them would start dropping like flies. Zambians, Dwanzi, Dao, all of them were fixated to their phones. Do you know, I got on social media and I said, what are you people doing?
Yeah.
No one's going to die. What this guy is going to, and this is on record, I said, what he's going to do is that he's simply going to say, oh, they brought back my things because that's the reason they're alive.
That's why they're alive.
Yeah. And
on time, they brought their things.
Yes, and that's exactly what he said.
Oh, well, there you go.
Nobody listened to me. They were all listening to him. But I will tell you this, though. I'm very pleased that he no longer has the influence he used to have, over Zambia. Because I just always took offense the way that he would literally wrap Zambians around his little finger. And my position was always, why are you so passionate about Zambia? You've got your own country that is steeped, that is writhing in corruption and all sorts of... I mean, some people have referred to Nigeria, sorry to say, as the armpit of Africa. And here you are, talking about Zambia. Why don't you focus on your own country? So little by little, we've sort of been able to nibble away at this persona that he's built on social media. It's only now that Zambians are beginning to... Because if you go to his page, sometimes people... I don't even refer to him as Seer, whatever that is. I always say Seer 0.
I know.
Because the reason I say that is because I don't want to legitimize him. I don't want to give him that power that he doesn't possess. Right? So it's only now where if you go to his page, you see Zambians challenging him. There was a time you couldn't challenge that guy.
Yeah.
And I, not to blow my own trumpet, but I felt like I was a lone wolf. I was the only one doing it. And would always call him out and say, no, this guy's a scammer, man. This guy's just a, no, you can't say that. And the comment that I just cannot stand, Zambians saying, no, he's going to get you. You're going to see what he's going to do to you. I'm thinking, what is he going to do? It's just all rhetoric. It's all for you. It's all yeah, that's one. He's coming for you. Coming for me for what? Because all he's going to do is just talk about rubbish. And that's it.
And who is he that he should come for me?
So, but slowly, Zambians are beginning to call him out. And here's the thing, and let me add this. If I spoke to several women that called me, and they begged me, and it's mostly women who do this, they begged me, please keep my identity hidden. But this is what happens. He gets you to communicate with him on his WhatsApp page. Then he charges you. He says to you, if you want a visa, it's $1,000. If you want lost loved ones, it's whatever that is, $800. There are different tiers.
To pray for you.
Yes, to pray for you. But in exchange for, if you send him this money, When you send him, for example, you send him $1,000 and you're saying, no, I want to get my loved one back and all that. We broke up. I want my marriage. And you send him the 1,000. He sends you 3 things: a ring, rock salt, and a little bottle full of oil with his face on it. Then he
Anointed oil.
Yes. Then he says to you, he gives you a set of instructions to follow. For example, he'll say, wear the ring at 12 midnight. Wake up in the morning at 01:30. Get a bit of that rock salt, slip it underneath your tongue, go to the bathroom and gargle. And then take the anointing oil, jump back into bed, put it on your palms, and then wipe it on your face. Then go to sleep. If you don't follow those instructions to the T, and then you call him back or you send him a message and say, nothing's happened, his response is always, well, you don't have enough faith. You simply don't have enough faith. And you didn't follow my instructions the way I told you. So really, it's not me.
I did my bit.
I did my bit. It's you. That's the scam.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How did he find himself in Zambia? Because he wasn't in Zambia at some point.
He was. And what happened, I spoke to Stephen Kampyongo, who at the time was the Minister of Home Affairs. Yeah, Stephen Kampyongo. I spoke to him and he just literally spelt it out for me. He says, this guy was trying to penetrate the power structure of the government. And to a degree he did that because, you know, he got in good with judges, high-ranking police officers, because this is what they do. You know, they penetrate the power structure of any government, any administration, so that when they're in trouble, they know exactly who to call. You know, this guy, the church that he had here, there were multiple stories of child sexual exploitation, rape, abuse, molestation, always protected by higher uppers. All he had to do is just make a phone call, you know, call the AG or whoever that is or some top-ranking, and he would always get away with it. Stephen Kampyongo told me the reason they deported him, and this is very telling, and to me it made perfect sense. He said, at the time, the government felt and knew that if they keep this guy in our incarceration sort of environment, because he's so influential, he would destabilize the whole correctional situation. So it's better to just eject him.
100%.
Just send him back to his country, rather than dealing with an uprising in a police, in a prison system, because of his influence. Because he's highly manipulative. And these guys, I mean, aside from the fact that he comes from a country that is known for that.
100%.
You know, you've got, and then you add spirituality and mysticism to his repertoire. It becomes a very big problem. You know, so they had to eject him. And rightly so. And it's only now, of course, now he's trying to come back into the good books with the UPND, because for the longest time, remember, he always railed. In fact, in one
against them, because obviously PF had been in power, so that's where he was aligning himself to. And so at one time during his many broadcasts, one time he said, "I curse HH, and I make sure he will never be president." Today, he's constantly talking about, oh, Kwenyu. Always ridiculous. Ridiculous,
Nice.
No, you've had quite a... I think it was great to see that battle between you two. Exactly to your point. You are the lone wolf that speaks out. And although people will come against you, Zambia's favorite term. And on yours, it's plenty.
And you know what that is? That is an attempt to silence you.
Of course it is.
That is them saying, don't speak.
Of course.
Just go and sit in the corner and just keep your mouth shut.
Exactly.
While others speak.
Yes.
He can talk.
Yeah.
Andrew, and I never refer to him as that Seer or whatever, because all that's a hoax. I only call him by his real name. Andrew Ejimadu. That's his real name. I don't call that Shefard Bushiri, whatever his name is, from Malawi. That's not his name. It's Chipiliro Gama. The reason they come up with all these titles is to conceal who they really are. And then add some sense of mysticism to their persona. Seer. I can never say that No.
Uh-huh.
Seer 0.
Uh-huh.
Seer. And then, is nonsense.
Exactly.
His name is Andrew Ejimadu.
Oh gosh. Malfa niwa andere. Who's Tandobanda?
Who?
Tandobanda.
I don't know.
Who's that?
Tandobanda.
Who's that?
You listed him.
What does it say?
Nothing.
I can't remember.
Tandobanda. There's nothing of big context to talk about him.
Okay.
But yeah. So, do you want me to read the paragraph or just let you go with it?
Okay. I can't remember how I wrote it.
Your person. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, other than you see how Seer something got him animated.
Seer 0.
Yeah. This one is gonna get her animated.
Really?
Oh yeah.
It's about to go down.
She will do a backspin.
Really?
My head.
I can't wait to see this.
No, there's a lot happening here. So other than Seer 1, you know what's also amazing is how Zambians fall for these religious scammers. How do we fall into that bracket? Because a lot of these reverends and pastors have scammed a lot of people.
Well, that's very easy.
Especially
Yeah, that's very easy. The moment you evoke the name of God, people paralyze. They're paralyzed with fear. You can't question that. You know. I mean, recently there was that story of some papa that was talking to this Afunika, this musician. He says, no, I can see it in the spirit. Someone buried your album in the graveyard.
Oh, yes, I heard this.
And someone's trying to stand in the way of your destiny. And you've got a secret enemy somewhere.
The splitting of people.
The families, yes.
Papas,
they are adept. And you know, once women go down, because it's mostly women that are susceptible.
Men too, but
yeah,
I'll let you have
but
that.
it's usually women that are susceptible to this stuff in the church. Once they go down that road, to unshackle a woman who is brainwashed by these papas is an act of God. It's a miracle to unshackle them because they become so deceived, so desensitized to reality that they don't even know who they are. Yeah.
Well, let's see if we can unshackle some truths out of what really happened between our lovely Tanya.
What happened?
And
what does it say?
One Mwai.
So
Okay, so let me dive into my story and please bear with me because it's a long one.
Yeah. Should I be sitting down?
Yes.
Okay.
Grab a cup of tea. No. So, in 20...
As a scamfluencer.
2018. While I was in the UK, I was working. So I've had to interject in this episode for a good reason. What you're about to hear is the story I'm telling you of my experience with someone called Mwewa. And Mwewa was someone I lent money to, but I got to know her and I got to know a whole bunch of people that she ended up doing some work with. And what had happened was a lot of these people did not get paid when they were supposed to get paid. Long story short, I'm explaining to everybody my version of what a scamfluencer is, or the scam that Mwewa had played on people, and how good she was at what she did. What I didn't know was that we filmed on the Saturday, and then the following Tuesday, I actually received part of the money. So I received the 5,000 that I had given her, but not the interest bit that she had said that she would also pay me, which is the other 5,000, which she promised to me. Now, the point is, yes, she finally paid, and I should not have to be grateful for the fact that I got my money. What I wanted to continue to do, and this is an agreement with Simon and Tanda, because I was like, look, shall we remove this now because, you know, I've received the money? And the consensus was no. Why should you remove it? You have to show other people that, look, there are certain people who don't operate in an ethical manner, even if they come across as though they've been very ethical. What happened, I can't tell you whether she was definitely a scammer or not, but this is not how you treat people, whether you're in business or whether you have a relationship with them. And it's important that we show this to you to say, look,
you might think someone is a a great person, and you might trust them and believe them, and so on and so forth. But these are the types of scams that they're still doing, which you have to be careful about. And so that's the reason that we decided to keep this story in here. Is Mwewa a better person? I don't know. I know that for me, I decided that I'm no longer going to have anything to do with her because I don't need to. But it doesn't mean that I can't tell my story and the story as I know it. And so what you're about to watch now is me explaining my story with Mwewa.
I was working with the Zambian embassy, and we produced a magazine called Inspire Zambia. And I had designed the magazine, I did everything for this magazine. And I'd done a social media profile for it. And it was a very nice magazine. So this person finds me and sends me a message, and she's like, oh my God, your magazine is amazing, it looks so good. I'm holding an event in Zambia, and I would love for you to come to the event. So I'm like, okay, cool. So firstly, we kind of, I sort of slowly get to know her. Her emails were always very long. And I was, like, it's stupid. Now I look at it. I was like, too much detail.
Yeah.
I was like, you're telling me too much.
Yeah.
And I'm this and I'm that and da-da-da-da.
That's a red flag.
Yeah, well,
Several.
Apparently I like red flags.
Okay. Oh my goodness.
So anyway, I get to know her. At the time, I also had the Inspire Zambia YouTube channel. And so I got talking to her, we had a conversation, and I literally fell in love with this woman. So her name is Mwewa. She lives in the UK. She's married to a Ghanaian. But she's a wedding planner, wedding organizer, an events organizer. And she was organizing this event called the Karen Tran Experience. Karen Tran is an American florist who does the most amazing flowers in events. So like, where everything is, all the flowers are hanging off the ceiling and off the tables, like flowers everywhere. It's like phenomenal when you see these things. Mm-hmm. So she was organizing this Karen Tran event. And so I'll try and cut through. I don't want to spend too much time on it. So she invites me to this event. Sorry, I get to speak to her. And I spend...
Personally?
No, this is Zoom, because this is somewhere around COVID time. And she gives me chills, this woman, right? She's Zambian. We're speaking Nyanja on the call.
She switched you on, huh?
Too much. Yeah, she turned every button on properly.
Don't so too much spot
spot on. Yeah. She's Zambian. She had cancer when she was like 17. She had breast cancer. She'd come through it. Her mom had passed away when she was really young. But with everything that she's been through, she's a doer. She's determined, and she's organizing this event. And I'm like, like a Zambian girl bringing an American to Livingston. We were going to Livingston to the Avani. Not at the Avani, the Royal Livingston. And she was holding this event, and it was going to have all these florists. She was selling tickets to people from the whole of Africa. So anyone who's in the events business, you could buy the tickets to come and attend this event. So she invited me. Basis was more like, I'm like welcoming everyone to the event. So as her Zambian representative. So I attend the event, and she says to me, I'll pay for your ticket, I'll pay for everything. And I'm in the UK at the time.
Where was she?
She was also in the UK. So she's based in the UK. Now, the organization of the whole thing went fine, and as events do, it's like a whole fuck up, but it all works out. But she had promised me, come and I'll pay for your tickets. I'll pay for your accommodation. Everything was promised. But the way Tanya is, don't worry about me. Pay for someone else. That's what I said. Pay for someone else. I should have just said, yeah, pay for me, because I would have learned from the beginning. Oh, fine. So I pay for my stuff for myself. Okay, that was the first event. Next event was greatest party of all.
Hold up. Did that work out?
Oh,
Did it happen?
Yeah, it happened.
You went to Livingston?
Yeah, I put some shots in. It was a phenomenal event.
Really?
Yeah. Really, really nice. Okay. She had the young lady who plays the violin.
Caitlin.
I don't know the name.
The Zambian girl.
Yes. Like, it was phenomenal. The best photographers from Zambia, Kavindeli was doing the photos. She had, who else did she have? She had a whole bunch of people. Like, although who you need to know They were all there. I'm trying to remember now, but I can't remember.
In the entertainment space.
Yes. So that was the first one. Then the second one was the greatest party of all. And again, all the Zambians who you need to know were there. You two weren't there, but it's okay. I'm joking. So then that party happens, but that one has a little bit more drama. And now I'm getting a little bit like, things are a little bit interesting here. But again, she knocks it out the park, right? But I start to think, hang on, because she promises everyone you can come for free. And I'm like, this is like costing you a lot of money. The Vani Hotel, Royal Livingston are the two main accommodations. You hold a big party at the Boma thing there, and it's not a small party, right? She has the lady who does the amazing cakes. Forgotten her name. Anyway, it's all phenomenal. And I'm thinking to myself, this is expensive. And everyone's coming for free. Because that's the other thing. This is the influencer thing, right? All of these people come. Oh, they're flexing. Oh, I'm on the plane. I've arrived. I'm being picked up by a driver. Oh, I'm with a zebra at Royal Livingston. Look at me by the pool at Royal Livingston. You ain't paid for shit. You ain't paid for shit. So, but I'm watching all of this. So I thought to myself at that time, where's this money coming from? And I left it at that. Then she organizes a few other events, right? And I've known her now for a long period of time.
How long is long?
So that was like around about 2017 that I first met her. Yeah. So from then to now, nearly 8 years-ish. Yeah. So we keep in touch. And I swear to you, when you hear her talking, like, you know, you really get on with her. Then a friend of mine from the US says she's organizing an event and she wants to hold it in Livingston. This is during COVID time. And I turn around and I say, you know what, if you want someone to help you organize the event, I know someone and I recommend Mwewa. And she was organizing, what was her event called? She's also one of these, like, you know, Making Africa Think thing. She had a similar one, but she was coming from the US. Great woman. I'm hearing Mwewa's story, and Mwewa's story is like, it's so difficult working with these people. They're not this, they're not this, they're not... And so I'm thinking the American lady is the difficult one, because I spend more time talking to Mwewa.
Yeah.
When I moved to Zambia, I got invited to a party. Someone invited me to a party. As I walk into the room, the people who are in the party are talking about that particular event. And they're like, that Mwewa, she's such a liar. She's a liar. In fact, even the cancer, I think she's lying about it. So I clock this conversation, and then, you know, like you try and have, you know, you go in and then you sort of start speaking. And I kind of referred back to the conversation. I said, I actually know Mwewa, and she's an amazing woman. You know, she works really hard. She's this. And the conversation, they're a bit like, oh, this is awkward, you know, because I'm kind of jumping to her defense, but they were not on her side at all. I'm giving context.
We're just waiting for the bomb.
So, at various points of my relationship with her, everything has been like, if you just like I said, the first time she said she'd pay for me. She never did. I said, I'll pay for it. Don't worry. Second time, same thing happened. The greatest party of all. Again, same thing happened.
You offered to pay for yourself.
Yeah. She even, like, I told her, like, my son's really into music and he wants to sing. She was like, he can perform. He was the first person who performed at the event. Like, Joshua performed at the event.
Here?
Yes, he performed with, there's a young man here who does a lot of music stuff. I've forgotten his name. He's slipped my mind. Joshua was in Spain. This guy is here. They wrote a song together and he performed that song. Like, when the things are happening, they work really well. Okay. Yeah, so that's why it was really difficult to kind of get to grips with, like, this person. But there's a reason why I'm saying this. So, let me cut it down a little bit. Then, about 2 years ago, she phones me up and it's like November time. And she's like, Tanya, my brother's really sick and he needs to have an operation. And I've had loads of stories before that about, I've got cancer, I'm having special treatment for cancer. Nobody else has this treatment, you know, Tinder swindler kind of conversation here. So she says, my brother, and whenever she asked me for something that was relating to the business, I never went into it because I was like, we're friends. I'm not in this as part of your business. I'm your friend.
But did she ever ask you?
She hinted at things where she was asking for money. And I just always kind of just distanced it and said no.
Yeah.
But at this point, she said, my brother has cancer. He needs to go to India. And he has to have the operation in 2 weeks' time. I'm trying to get all the money together. I need £10,000 to send him to £10,000 to send him. And I said, why? I don't have
Part of the
that kind of
CDF fee. That's what
money. CDF. I said, I don't have that kind of money. So she was like, whatever you can spare, whatever you can spare. So I was like, ah. So I lent her £5,000.
£5,000?
Yes. I lent her £5,000, and she was like, "I'll pay you 10,000. I promise, I'll pay you back 10,000 in 2 weeks." Now, I wouldn't have minded 3 weeks, 4 weeks, or whatever, right? But also, like, you know, for me, it was like the brother. It was November 2023. I lent her the money. 2 weeks later, oh my God, he's had the operation. Everything is fine. He's really well. Blah blah blah. He's going to call you. He's going to call you. Never phones me. 2 months later, oh no, I'm trying to get the money. I'm organizing this really big, some president of some country is coming to she sends me photos, always got proof of payment. She sends me proof of payment. They've sent me the money.
Even proof of payment?
Because
that one's difficult to do.
Not from Mwewa.
Proof of payment was a cinch.
No, because she's a scammer.
Yeah.
I haven't told you the scamming bit. I'm just telling you the bit that relates to me.
Wow.
The build-up.
The build-up. Proof of payments. Anyway. So, long story short, I hit a year of no money from her. And I'm just like, and I've gone through roller coaster of emotions with, I trust you. You've done this to me. You've let me down. I give up on the whole thing. So, then, was it last year? When did I tell you about it, Chanda?
Last year.
I think it was sometime last year. Someone says to me, Tanya, is this Mwewa? So I look at this thing, and there's somebody on social media called Mama Dinya, who says, this is a scam, never work with this company. And then I watched the video, and she's talking about Mwewa. Mwewa has this 54 magazine that she had started, which I didn't touch on. So many things to touch on. Never trust this person. So she posts this video, and I start looking at the comments. Yes, she scammed me out of this. Yes, she scammed me out of this. Yes. And all these people start replying with how Mwewa had scammed them. Even, who's the 1964 alcohol, Mukuka. Even Mukuka had written on there, like, oh, yes, this lady tried to work with us and blah, 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 or something, you know, whatever. Like, I don't know if he said she never paid us. So I'm not going to misquote. But he commented as well. So I was like, fuck. And all of this is business related. So then I also wrote mine, and I said, I actually lent her money as a friend, and she still scammed me. Yeah, did I get DMs? Mwewa arranged my wedding. I'm sure I overpaid for my wedding, but she had the nerve after my wedding to ask me for £16,000 for her husband to have surgery on his teeth. So, like, so many stories. She's had 3 or 4 breast cancer treatments. And this is different people coming at it from different places. So there's the people who she does business with, and then there's the friends that she takes the money from. She had some friend who she had met in Monaco, who had met at the Karen Tran event, tells us about all the scams that she experienced as well. And it was phenomenal. And we were like, this one is Zambian. Secretly proud.
Oh my goodness.
Secretly proud.
You're like, woohoo.
So then this young man replies, anyway, he sends me a message and he's like, I'm really sorry for what you're going through. She also owes me £6,000, but I need to keep her on side.
And you're all this in pounds?
Yes, pounds, dollars, rands, and kwacha. Those are the different currencies that she dealt with. So then someone sets up a group, Surviving Mwewa, and she even knows about this group because she sent out a cease and desist. All you people need to leave this group. Anyway, so Surviving Mwewa, that's where I got all the details. Because I was like, you know what? I was really considerate. She must have been overwhelmed with everything that happened. I think it just kind of all caught up with her. Nope. Was it Michael Sata, I think one of his daughter or someone? She posts in some year it was, I had met Mwewa. She befriended me. She was a really good friend. We set up a business together. I gave her, I think it was $60,000. I think that's how much it was. She never saw anything from it. And this is when they were young, in their 20s, you know, like early 20s.
$60,000?
Yes. Then you start to see the stories of what exactly that people owe her. And if I added everything up, we are talking about...
You mean what she owes people?
Yes, like everybody.
Yeah.
So in the group was about 30 people. 30 people that have an issue with her. Then you add up the amount of money, it was between, and it's a big range because not everyone was honest, $150,000 to $500,000 of how much money that she owed people. She phoned the American person, and she said to them, I've got a great business opportunity. I'm about to sell the magazine. I know I've not talked about the magazine. I'm about to sell the magazine, and Condé Nast wants to buy the magazine. And if you come into this now, if you bring in $100,000, you can have a piece of the pie. She wants $100,000 like that. You've got 3 days to contact me. She was clever. And
there are people willing to just give you, within 3 days, $100,000.
This particular person was just like, where am I going to get 100? Like, who do you think I am?
Yeah.
Right? But she would try anything that she could, because at that point,
she was fishing.
She was literally robbing Peter to pay Paul.
Right.
That's where she had got herself to, and it was in desperation. So, so it was a really interesting experience. Basically, I never got my money. But for this whole time, literally till last week, I'm still saying, where the fuck is my money? Where's my money? No, you don't understand. Like, I might even post the voice note.
Didn't you go through, my lawyer's gonna call you?
Oh, she did that with other people. There was a whole bunch of, like, the lawyers are going to be involved. And Mama Dinya had a cease and desist. Mama Dinya and I investigating. I was like, this is a false lawyer firm that she's used. We Googled everything. The logo was rubbish. The company name was stolen. Like, she was super clever, this girl. She knows how to get email accounts to then send you an email account from this other email address and da-da-da-da. She's very clever, very sharp. Super.
Invested.
And we're like trying to work on, like, does her husband know this? You know, and he's such an innocent.
Part of it. Sorry to say.
I would think, well, you know, scammers are very good at even hiding it from their own people, you know? So I kind of agree, but I think she's even that good. She scammed him into a marriage.
Probably.
You know?
This whole marriage is
100%. You know? So, but the amount of people, the amount of Zambians that got involved, I don't want to name people, some people, because this was all said in confidence. There's a Zambian guy who has a production company. She owed him a lot of money. She got him to do a job. And what would happen was, she'll say to you, I'll pay you. You then have a bunch of people that you've hired. They need paying, but Mwewa hasn't paid you. So what he did wrong, he didn't pay them. So they turned around, reported him to the police, and he was put into the cells. And he's like, what the fuck? So he's like, no, because I haven't been paid. They're like, we don't care. You're the one who hired us.
We don't know your clients.
Yes.
We don't know your clients.
So he was put in jail, and so he is pissed. But she paid him. She hired a lawyer, some Zambian lawyer guy. I'm staring at the camera because he knows who he is.
Iwe.
Iwe lawyer. And you are in my DMs as well, you know.
The lawyer is complicit.
100%. So he comes into it because if he gets her, they had a little deal going on basically. So he gets, if he guarantees me, he's going to get me my money, she will pay him. It was a strange little deal. But he also has the contacts, apparently, that could put her on the list of do not allow into the country.
Wow.
So at the moment, the last I understood, she's on that list.
Whoa. So where does she live?
So the lawyer flipped on her.
No. He's also part of it, like as in he could get her on, he promised that he could. Other people turned around and reported her as well.
Okay. Well, it's a matter of time, I think. The noose will tighten around her.
And that's what's happened. And but she did this whole like, no, I'm innocent. And if you go online, she started very quickly paying off people. There's certain people that she paid off. Yeah. So like this guy who ended up in the cells, paid off. And then other people weren't. So me, I'm still on the promised line, you know? Like, God, Jesus, I'm waiting for Jesus to pay me.
Oh, my goodness.
He's not coming. The coming is not happening. you know? So, yeah. So, but she has touched a lot of Zambian influencers as well, which is why I kind of brought it up, because they were all posing at her events. They were all posting, Livingston,
I'm an influencer.
Shanshani, and they were all there. And I know none of them paid for those events.
Yeah.
And that's my frustration with this whole thing.
Just to add to what you're saying, Kapembele Ngulube. Have you heard this name?
No.
Have you heard Kapembele Ngulube? Real estate scammer. Huge. He owes more than 10 million kwacha in scammed Zambians, especially in the diaspora. He loves to deal with Zambians who have access to dollars and pounds.
Was he selling land in Livingston at one point?
So many places. Yeah. And he would promise you land and you would pay.
It's on
because
title, everything was proper.
Because you lived in England.
You know nothing.
You know nothing.
We'll sort everything out for you.
When you land, nothing. But ukuna udi
10 million.
Yeah. Dangerous guy. And he's still walking around free.
Right?
DEC froze his account. Drug Enforcement Commission. They froze one of his main accounts. And then he sued drug enforcement, lost the case. Okay? So that account's still frozen. But so many people have complained about
But
this
he had the
guy.
kahunas to sue them.
Yeah. Can you believe that? Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Scamfluencers.
Scamfluencers.
There you go.
The fallout. Cancellations, breakdowns, and comebacks.
Comebacks. Let's
Do
talk
you
about
think-
the comebacks.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at people like Mwaka, do you think there'll be a comeback for Mwaka?
100%.
You think so?
100%.
A comeback?
100%.
How do you come back?
She'll come back stronger, better.
As what?
Doesn't matter.
Justify. Don't say it doesn't
There's
matter.
always an opportunity. You don't know how it's going to come up, but there's always an opportunity. Don't forget, Mwaka's following went whoosh. She had like 100,000 following in total that it increased by. They're still going to follow her, right? Give them 6 months. They'll forget about the thing. She'll keep doing her Tuma dances. And then she'll come up with something else.
I disagree. They never forget. They always bring it up.
When?
Regardless
when
of...
they want to bring you down is when they bring it up.
Bring it up.
Yes.
Well, I feel that they always bring it up.
Yeah.
And especially if you make a bit of headway in
Yes,
some
that's
other
exactly
field,
it. Exactly.
all it takes is
They
just a
wanna
few
bring you
comments.
up.
Isn't this the girl?
And
then before you know it, it's like 10,000 comments.
But you don't fall from those, right? The fall for her has happened because of the arrest. Because if you watch her social media, it hasn't changed. So she can continue as she is. But what happened, unless she's in jail and she no longer has a phone, she won't be able to post. That's the only way she's going to fall. But if she can come back and do her little dances, she's fine. Which is why I said to you, Kazadi should not have written that letter about I'm stepping away from Icon. He should have carried on. That is him allowing this thing to bring him down.
What about the mental health toll?
On who?
That's another heavy one. Because the mental health
You're a
toll
victim.
is heavy.
Oh, I know that. I know that.
It's heavy.
Yeah.
It can drive you insane.
Well, some influencers are broken down, according to our research, I think. But clearly, you find yourself isolated at some point, thinking, I'm alone here, people duped me, they tricked me into doing this and that. There's an issue of not taking responsibility on your own.
Exactly. That's what I was going to say. It's twofold. Take responsibility for your actions, right? Like for me, I lent her the money and I took it upon myself. You're a dumbass for giving someone that amount of money.
£5,000.
But I trusted her as a friend. It wasn't like Seer one asked me for money. You know, this was a friend. And I've always said, don't give what you can't, you know, it's not like she broke my account, you know. So it was more that she broke the friendship and the trust that we had. That's where I was disappointed in her. But in terms of like, don't give what you don't have. I've got a cousin of mine who gave money and I'm like, you don't have this fucking money. Why are you doing this? So there's a difference in that sense. You have to be able to dust yourself off and move on. Not break yourself in the process of it, you know?
Martha K?
Who?
You wrote about Martha K. Martha K cough?
Oh, Jesus Christ, too many things that I don't remember. I wrote a lot of stuff.
The comeback kids, how some bounce back after scandals?
Yeah, so isn't the one I was asking you about, I sent you the thing, Iris? I'm whispering as if...
Iris Kango.
Yeah, was it not a similar thing?
Yeah, it was.
So
it was
did
very
she
similar.
not bounce back?
Okay, here's the thing I believe. There's a school of thought out there that as long as you are constantly in the public eye, they never forget. The alternative...
But they're not going to forget if you disappear and come back either.
Well, here's the thing. The alternative is if you don't want people to harass you online, just live a quiet life.
Okay.
But that's not your life.
Wait.
It's not your life.
Yeah.
Hang on, there's a difference, right? You live with this continuously. You might even post something so innocent and they'll reference something. Oh, yeah. That's why you were stoned. Yeah. And yet all you're doing is walking into a shop.
She had to do that.
That's why you were stoned. Completely unrelated.
Right, that's my point.
I think that's why you were stoned.
Exactly. It isn't related and someone wants to post it. Right? But all that is that person's moment of coming at you.
Yeah.
But it's not going to impact you because you've actually moved on miles from that situation.
I get that.
Yeah. But if you allowed those things to get to you, you would have said, you know what, I'm done, I'm out. Right? And you haven't. So what keeps you going?
What keeps me going? I love what I do.
How did you get back after being stoned?
Oh, I love what I do. And I knew that I was stoned for the wrong reasons. What I did was right. Mm-hmm. They were wrong. All I was saying was you can't have a situation where a market committee is selling land or space illegally at the expense of the functionality of the market. This was wrong. I alerted the town clerk. Very quickly, the town clerk sent council police on site to remove those people that were operating on that illegal space. Mm-hmm. While I was recording live, I was commenting, council police is here. The people retaliated against council. They started grabbing their things from the truck, the tables, the clothes. And then I said, we need backup. Mm-hmm. In that moment, they said, this is Mwewa. Mwewa is the one who's brought council here. Mm-hmm. You are the one. You are the reason. If a tifutika, you ate our council just to stone him, and that's where the fracas. Mudiring. Yeah.
You've never used that word before. Dealing.
Yeah, we use that on the street. But I could dealing.
I'm not from the street.
I'm not from the streets, thank you.
I'm not from
the yard.
From the yard.
Where the yard.
Right.
The Mayari people.
So, but in that moment, like for you, your constant thing is like, just be true, just be like, like show, because look, if you had been someone giving the money on the side for something, it's a reputational
dent,
right? Yeah. Now, and let's put it in a Mwaka sense, right? Because sex is deemed as bad, which it's not. Can I just say, sex is not a bad thing. She's giving fellatio, oral sex. She's giving pleasure to the person she's chosen to be with. It wasn't bad what she went through. But because that scenario is deemed bad, but yours is deemed ethical, why is that fair?
Well, sex and stoning are two different things.
I don't know.
So
some people like to be
if it was ethical, according to the people around him, he would not have been attacked. That's what I think. If it was ethical.
No, if he had kept quiet, he would have been fine. But because he he stood up and said something.
If she had not filmed it, should have been fine.
She didn't film it. She did not film it.
If there was no filming, let me revise that. Let me be fair. If there was no filming, it's the same thing as if he had not done that.
Yes.
There would have been no stoning. There would have been no jailing. Shall we wrap it up?
Yeah.
Okay.
Shall we wrap it up? Final thoughts. In a country where many are struggling, why do we celebrate people who fake success? Is it inspiration or exploitation? In a country where we pretend to be whiter than white did, in a country where we pretend to be whiter than white, did Mwaka simply reveal what Zambians are like in reality? So scamfluencers like Mwewa prey on people's greed or generosity? Your final thoughts?
I think. But for me, it's both. It's a mixture of both. greed and generosity. I think
it's a fine line.
Yeah. They prey on, and they see you coming a mile away. Yeah, you know, these manipulative people, they can, it's like these papas. You know, when a woman stands in front of the church, no matter what the papa says, she'll say, yes, papa, yes, papa. The guy could say, the sky is green. She'll be there saying, yes, papa, it's true, it's true, it's true. Manipulation.
They're more like, say, deeper, papa.
Yeah.
Deeper.
Yeah.
That's what they say. And I mean that in a religious way.
No, I was not thinking of it religiously.
I just now got that. Good grief. Right.
I don't know if we've done justice to this, but yeah.
We've scratched the surface at
I
least.
think we have only scratched, but yeah.
Also bringing the understanding to around people should not be easily fooled by people who are in certain positions of privilege. We don't know how they got into those positions. So let's think twice before we tag the line and start pulling and say, Molekeni, you know, stuff like that. We should also give credence to people who work hard for the good of the people around them. Like our brother here, one Simon Mwewa TV.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
No, I agree. And like for me, like I said to you earlier, I watched you in the UK and you opened my eyes to things that were happening on the ground, which I never got to see.
Wow.
You know, we get to see the fake, Diamond TV interviews where everyone is proper. But the people you interview on the ground love those people, you know. So thank you so much. Thank you for coming. And I hope this is the first of many more conversations as well.
Yeah, but
it's been a pleasure.
Thank you.
all right.